So here's a quick update. We've got some sound deadening on. We've gone for the cheap stuff. I don't understand if it works or not. I'm going to do that knock thing that everybody does. Now that might be because we've got cheap stuff, I don't know, but I can never hear the difference when I'm watching people when they're doing the builds and they're tapping on panels. I can never hear it anyway. So we've got some sound deadening in. We've started to paint over where we've rust treated. You can see there, not matching whatsoever. And we've got some holes to fill round about. There's three ones there that go straight through to the floor there where some screws have been. I'm not sure that these go through, these tie down bolts. I don't think they go right through, but I'm going to fill them anyway. And we'll see where we get. So big day today, we're going to try and get the floor in. The bulkhead's gone, as you know. And so again, because we're doing things on a budget, we're going to try and reuse the old floor that was in. It's quite good around the wheel arches. Oh, we've done there, you can see the sound deadening on there now. Bit of a slap job, but whatever. So there's some muck on here, some dirt on here. We're going to clean all this. We've got the front piece out and we're going to scrub it and get it clean. It is going to get something on top of it anyway, like a vinyl floor or laminate floor or something, but we'd be throwing this away and then just buying some ply. I know it'd be new, but then we're going to cover it anyway. These holes need sorting out. I'm going to try and match the hole where the tie bolts have been. I'll try and match that with something. I've got some MDF that I think is the same thickness, and I'll cut that to try and match that hole. Use that as a stencil actually, and then just jigsaw it out and hopefully they'll slot in. We'll see, but we've started. I feel like we've started now. Sound deadening's done. Floor's going to get cleaned. Then I'm going to batten out. Then I'm going to put 25mm foam board underneath insulation, and we'll go from there. So what we've been doing now is trying to lay out this really. I don't want to screw any holes into the floor, so I'm going to use some adhesive. What I noticed is on the edges, so on that edge over there, and then sort of this edge up to the wheel well here, that's in a drop. I could use, there's a bit here that's raised, but I want it as close to this wall as I can. These are all on the high points, so when I put my Celotex board in, then that's the right, it matches at 25 because I'm putting 25mm, these are 25mm thick. If I put up one of them in the low point, then the foam board will be above the wood. So put it on that and it all should balance across. The only thing is around the edges, so I've put a little bit, I think it's 6mm MDF that I've got floating about this stuff. So I've just screwed that on underneath, and that gives it enough height, I think, I hope. It's better than it was. We're going to bond these down to the floor tonight before I put any cross sections in. I'm probably going to overkill looking at it, they're very close together. But I don't want the floor to be bending and bowing. So, as is the way with these things, set about ready to do the floor. A full day of putting the Celotex board in, then the old subfloor in. That will be planned. Then on Facebook Marketplace, 2 single seats, driver and passenger seats with swivel bases, came up about 50 miles from my house. Messaged him, still for sale, went and got them. So when they came with a huge, very well fabricated, heavy structure underneath. So when I first lined that up with the Mercedes seat base, I was far too high, and it didn't fit anyway. It was narrow at the bottom, wide at the top. There was all sorts wrong with it. So I've taken that off, and then of course, as is the way, the bolt holes don't line up. So I'm going to do some fabrication today. So I didn't touch the floor. I'm going to take you now and just show you the bits. But yeah, so today's going to be fabrication for seat fitting. Otherwise I ain't got a seat, I can't drive the van. So here you go. So there's the Mercedes Sprinter seat on its back, driver's seat, and these are the seats that I'm looking to fit. Absolute bargain, swivel bases on. That one's a passenger one. The driver one is in place, but you can see that nothing's going to line up. And it's moved already. Very heavy. Ooh. But you know what I mean, you get that one lined up, that one's not in line, so I need to put something across there. Lovely seats though, really good nick, dead pleased. This double will be coming out and being fitted. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'll show you the thing it will fasten to. This is what it was fastened on. The seat rails run on here. This was bolted into the floor of the vehicle it came out of, but obviously it makes it far too high. But look at that, really nice solid structure. So my plan is to possibly cut as close to this edge as I can. These bolt holes fit on the seat base, and then I'm going to fasten through here, maybe 2 through here, into the Sprinter seat base, maybe. I don't really know what I'm doing. The first thing is I've got to grind this off and save that, and the rest of it's going to be scrap. So I'll set you up and you'll see some sparks. I've got some new grinding wheels, so I'm using metal to grind rather than stone wheels. When I was trying to grind metal with stone wheels, I bought some new wheels. So let's see what happens there. Okay, so I'm going to put the cutting cutting disc. I'm going to put the cutting disc. I'm going to change the stone disc from the grinder to the metal cutting disc. I'm quite surprised at how thin they are actually. I don't know if you can see how thin that is. That is really thin. Hopefully it'll be strong enough. Right, I've taken a marker pen round. I've been in and out the van. I'm going to try and cut it in a way that leaves me the 2 cross members in place, just to give it extra strength, give me more places to bolt through. So I'm going to cut the bottom off. There's lots of cuts here. I don't know what this is going to cut like. I don't know if the disc's going to just explode. I've got my goggles on, I've got my gloves on, I've got my overalls on. Here goes. I'm going to try and stand out of the way of the sparks, and it's going to be loud.